wanna show you, and I wanna hold you, till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Light Skin Perspective. I'm your host, Kenan Jerome Floyd.
I'm co-host, comedian Mo Green, Mo to the Grizzly.
That's right. If you're watching this video for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell so that you can also be reminded when we upload new videos. You can also follow us on Instagram at LCast, on TikTok, Light Skin Perspective. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Kenan J. Floyd, Kenan, J to the Floyd as in pink.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at comedian Mo Green. I finally made it universal. Finally put them all together.
I'm glad that you did that, my friend.
Stepping up our game. We got the microphones. We got the green screen in the back that I'm not using. I still got a shitty camera.
We're figuring it out. People are starting to watch us project.
Yeah, that's right.
With you.
Man, I was a little depressed, man, because last night I was playing some God of War, and I kept getting my ass kicked in God of War Part 3. And I was like, bump it. I'm about to hop on X videos and go to bed real quick. And I think I went on my phone to, I turned my phone screen off for like a second. Then I went back in to check like my email or something. And like for some reason, like my phone was locked out. I have no idea. It told me to enter this password. I use a universal password, and like the password wasn't working. Somehow I was locked out of my own phone. So I'm trying to figure out how to get back in. I'm trying to use different methods to like you can like locate your phone or with your computer, which I did. But for some reason, it still wasn't giving me the option to like unlock the phone. And I need my phone for work, as far as like my GPS and things of that nature, calls. I need the phone in order to do my job. So I was like, they said the last thing that I was supposed to do is if all else fails is do a factory restore. If you know about factory restore, it wipes out everything. You know what I'm saying? But they say there's a way that you can retrieve like some of your information as long as you don't save too much new information. You know what I mean? And the reason why it really bothers me, I don't care about the pictures or anything like that, but I had over 1,000 jokes written in there. And I probably had over 400 or 500 audios of me doing comedy, and like a lot of videos. Most of my videos I back up. Most of my comedy videos I do back up, so I'm not really concerned about that. But like I do like food reviews, and I did like a couple of food reviews. Those videos are gone. It's just a whole bunch of information was gone. It was very, very disheartening, very, very depressing. All my fault because I should be backing my stuff up at least every other day. You know what I'm saying? And
switch yourself to an iPhone because you can back.
Yeah, but Samsung backs up. If you have a Samsung account, it automatically syncs you. You could set it up to sync, which I did, but I think I turned the settings off in December for whatever reason because my phone was filling up too much. But I should have started backing up my stuff up on my computer. You know what I mean? But it's just disheartening, man, because it's like whenever I'm depressed about comedy, I always go back and I listen to a tape that I did really, really good. You know what I'm saying? I had some really, really, really good ones. I had stuff where I was with Talent, the comedian. I had my tapes that I did at Mocha's that got me on Laughaholics. All that shit gone. It's fucking gone now. You know what I mean? Like, so it was very, very, very disheartening. It made me almost want to quit, man. Like it was some sad shit, man. But I thought to myself, I got the majority of those jokes right up inside my head. I can always make a new tape, and a lot of my audios were just open mics, and I wasn't doing that great anyway with the open mics. So it's like I'm really more concerned about the written out jokes. So that bothered me because I always write tags. Like I might write a joke, and then like 100 places later, like I might write a tag to a joke that was like 50 jokes ago. So it's not just jokes; it's like a whole bunch of tags and ideas and stuff like that. And it was like. It's all gone, man. Very, very young. Felt like quitting, Kenan.
That's just God telling you to not look at X videos.
Could be that. Could be that. It's a way of saying, listen, you're focused on the wrong things, and you need to be focusing. You need to be treating your jokes like your kids. It's like what I did was the equivalent of like when like the lady leaves her son or her kid in the car, while she goes grocery shopping. She just forgets the baby in the back seat, and it's like 110 degrees outside, like the baby dies.
And then the baby dies, and you're like, "Oh shit! I had my jokes written on that baby."
Yeah, exactly. So
Now,
yeah, I've been if I seem kind of down or kind of out of it, that shit bothers me because it was like losing like 900 and something kids, man. Like this shit really bothers me. Even though I haven't memorized, but I still there's a lot I didn't have memorized. So it's like that shit fucking with me,
why you're sad because you're always losing 900 kids. Know what I'm saying? Watch that.
man. every every time I hop on X videos player, and I'm over 40, and I definitely have a low sperm count, so that number is very accurate.
Yeah, you're gonna net them all when you find that girl that's like, "I want to have your baby," and then you're like, "Oh no, I'm shooting blinks."
But the one thing that kind of cheered me up though, I was listening to Boyce Watkins, and he's a financial guru, whatever, and he was talking about some guy that lost $220 million worth of Bitcoin because I guess he had his Bitcoin in some type of like encrypted vault, and he forgot his password, and he only gets like 10 tries before it's locked away forever,
Hmm.
and he's on try number 8. So I lost 900 jokes, but this dude lost $220 million, man. But a funny caveat to that story, he still has access to $35 million. So even if he like never got the $200 million ever again in his life, he would still be doing better than most people on Earth ever in history. And that's nuts. That is that much money out there. And we need to get a piece of that pie. You know what I'm saying, son?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to live comfortably. That's it.
Yeah.
Comfortably for now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I saw some of your food videos. I'm like, what's Mo doing videos about snacks?
Yo, it's all about I'm trying to figure out what could be a lightning rod to bring attention to my brand, to the channel.
You do like 10-minute videos there, like today I'm trying Hershey Kisses cereal. It's 10
Yeah.
me eating.
You know what? My first couple was long like that, but now I cap them at 3 minutes now. They're about 3 minutes now.
Good.
I've gotten a lot better.
Nine what is that, 90 seconds?
Yeah, well, I won't want to go too short, but if I could figure out, because editing is a bitch. Even if you're trying to edit like a 90-second video, that shit takes a lot, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what is that times 3? 180 seconds. Sorry, my math was
Yeah,
off.
yeah. But anything to draw attention, man. Whichever catches on, that's what catches on. Look at Jamie Foxx. I mean, excuse me. Oh my God, guys. That's the
Bless.
COVID. He came in like he wanted to be a singer, but nobody took him serious as a singer, and he got into the game as a musician, not as a comedian and as an actor. So it's like, your intention may be one way to get into the game, but something else might pop off. So you got to try other things, man. We got nothing else to do.
You can be
Ain't no stages.
you can be the snack guy. You can be the snack guy on TLC.
But you know what my thing is though? I don't really consider myself a food reviewer, so I make that known every single time that I do it, and I always make it known that the reason why I do this is to build content for my channel. That's
These
the reason.
strawberry pop tarts are good as a motherfucker.
I got some new. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Be like every day, I'm always buying something different to talk about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I want to take this time to shout out the House of Comedy this weekend in Phoenix,
okay,
Arizona. Thank you so much for having me for all 5 shows or whatever. How many?
5 shows, man. Yeah. Yo, it takes you something. You got it in. You did your thing. How was I mean, to watch the video is one thing, but how did the people receive you? You know.
Oh, they received me well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the videos got like applause breaks and like stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good feeling to know that your jokes are sharp,
Work.
and I still was able to kind of work on material too. But I already had known that the material was going to work, so It was a good show. Lots of beautiful black women. Lots of beautiful women in general.
Yeah, that's Arizona too. So I could imagine because it's hotter, people are naturally going to be like take better care of their bodies. At least that's what I would assume. So I'm imagining you see a lot of big booty cheeks out there.
Yeah, just delicious,
Huh?
delicious, delicious ladies. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. This
Score.
yes,
That's good, man. You got some comedy buns. This is your second time in your whole life. That's what's up, man.
comedy buns. I've gotten buns before. Buns all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good that you did your thing. That's a dope where you can go on the road. You know, you do a real good show, eat a good meal, and then you get some poom poom at the end of the night. That's like the comedy trifecta, man.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying?
be fairly aggressive. I mean, obviously, I wasn't the headliner, so
Yeah.
when you're like the opener, you're kind of like the guy that, and plus I talk about like having a girl in my set too. So it's like, I was kind of standoffish because of COVID. So
Hmm.
a little bit of a challenge to kind of like get people to, you have to be like kind of aggressive to be like, yo, I think you'll.
And believe it or not, it's funny, but like women are so weird. When you talk about like having a girlfriend, that makes them want you more for some odd reason. Because like women, a lot of times they don't do things on their own merit. They have to do it like it has to be motivated by something outside. Oh, she likes him, so he must be okay. Like, and this woman doesn't know this other woman from a can of paint, but she takes the fact that she likes you as a reason why she should try to talk to you too. So like women, like they're strange like that.
Women like dudes that know what they're doing in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm talking about like how would she even know what you're doing in the bedroom? Like if you're just talking about
Woman. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes
yeah, true.
like if you ever make a woman have an orgasm, you're more than likely going to you're more than likely going to have that woman in your life for a while.
Yeah. No,
I've
this is true.
had situations where the women that I've talked to that are mad at me, I've never hooked up with. Well, I mean, I want to say it. I want to say it that way that I have to hook up with women from like me.
Hmm.
Romantically, when I've been romantically interested in women, we've never hooked up. We usually don't talk.
Hmm.
So I think sometimes there's like a frustration there of, well, we never hooked up or we never whatever. And I think once you get like what Eddie Murphy said in Raw, like once you get a woman to go, whoo, like that's it. You can say it gets to a point where you can basically say whatever you want.
And I think statistically, I think it's like 30% of women ever achieve an orgasm. So it's a rarity for them. So I could understand if they find somebody that makes them do that, then because it's so rare, that's something they want to hold on to. That's probably why I'm so single. Like, cause I'm mad. I'm just selfish, man. I just do my thing and I keep it moving.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's the women's fault that they're not having orgasms with dudes. I think the dudes are just pieces of shit. Fuck them.
To an extent, but if you got the chick that like uses like power tools on her box constantly and she freaking like numbs herself, that's kind of on her.
If you're good, she's going to have an orgasm. You need to. I'm not
If
telling
she,
you. You need to learn how to eat pussy well.
oh no, I'll get that. But if she's a person that uses like horse-sized toys on her body, then the coochie eating is the only thing you're gonna be able to do to please her because
I
the
think
penetration ain't gonna work, man.
that's an excuse. I just think dudes need to just do it well. A lot of dudes don't do it well. Every woman that I've gone out with the exception of like a couple have when I was younger and didn't really know the importance of women having orgasms. Those
Hmm.
are that are mad at me. But like all the women that I've been with, like within the last 10 years or so,
Let's call the names out. Let's call some names out.
no, it's good.
I'm just playing, man. I'm just messing around, man. Messing around.
They, and people, don't let this sweater fool you. I finally grown into my leg.
Oh, some of the most clean cut people in history are huge freaks.
Yeah, I'm sure Carlton Banks was a freak.
I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer always wore like nice clothes.
Shit.
Or like that guy John from the show You. You ever watch You on
Uh,
Netflix?
you.
Never watched it? Shit is dope, man. It's like imagine like Sherlock Holmes, but like his goal is just to bag bitches instead of solving crimes. Same shit. And he's crazy as shit.
That seems weird.
Yeah, because he'll watch you for like a month and he'll figure out your entire pattern and he'll learn everything about you. He'll stalk your social media. He'll know everything that you like. So then when he starts to finally talk to you, it seems like he's relating to what you to the things that you like in life. But unbeknownst to you, it's because he's been spying on you. And that's kind of like what social media and like these different companies do with us anyway. Like when they're recording like our clicks and the places that we go and the things that we visit, we're just giving them data and information so they know how to sell us some shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you say certain things, people will be like, "Oh," if you say, "Oh, I want to go to the Marriott hotel," and then you get on Instagram and it's like Marriott, follow the Marriott.
Yeah. You'll be talking about aliens and shit, and all of a sudden you see an article like of some space. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Man,
That's all on us, man.
I'm so tired. My aches. I can't believe I got jet lag from a 45-minute flight.
Oh, you seem tired. Yeah, you seem like your energy low as shit right now, man.
Yeah, like I'm very like I was up late
Hmm.
all weekend, and one night we were like smoking cigars and shit, and like I basically slept all day. Like I got in yesterday morning, and I basically got home and slept most of the day.
And on top of that, you was crushing box.
And today I slept
Yo,
most of the.
you're over 35. You can't hang like that no more. Unless you have like a Godfrey like regimen. And I thought Godfrey probably takes Adderall or something like, you know what I mean, some type of supplement that gives him energy. Because no way a 51-year-old dude could be that energetic, man, and that in good shape.
He exercises. I'm just
Yeah, exercise. He probably takes supplements and all that stuff. But we don't do that. We just like I think we just taking advantage. We're taking advantage of the fact that we're still kind of young, so that's why we don't push it as hard.
I mean, I exercise, but it's just I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired.
No, I see.
Working and like I worked the all of Christmas. We were supposed to be off for 2 weeks. I worked all Christmas, and then this came up, and I did good.
Mhm.
Out like I feel like I'm gonna have to like sleep all week just to.
Yeah, but we have to stick to the joint though. So I'm glad that you know what I'm saying. You still came through tonight. I'm gonna try to pep you up, man, somehow, some way. If I gotta carry this motherfucker.
I got COVID test today, so we'll see the results.
Yo, you put yourself in an atmosphere where a whole bunch of people got COVID. So now you're gonna have COVID.
I mean, not necessarily, but it's good to take
Yes.
a test.
Huh?
It's good to take a COVID test.
Yeah, if you have symptoms.
No, it's good to take COVID test anyway. I have a taping on Saturday that I have to go to, so I have to get.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. No, I can hear that.
Mostly stayed away from people, except when I was making out. At least when I was making out in Phoenix.
You was doing more than making out. You was eating out, motherfucker.
So
You probably ate the butt too.
no, no, I don't
That
eat.
was your first option. He was like, yo, he was like, babe, spread them. I'm trying to eat some groceries right now. Moms ain't go food shopping. I need these groceries, nigga.
You're like, oh look, Hershey Kiss cereal. My
like, like,
my friend
like
Green, my friend Mo Green did this on his one video.
this is Kenan when he smooths. Like I'm thinking about your groceries and like I want to like eat them. So like spread it. I'm gonna put my tongue in it and stuff. And then I'm like gonna fuck you like really good. I'm gonna make you come. because like only 30% of women come, but I'm like one of the dudes that makes like the 30% come, and then like you're gonna talk to me for like the rest of my life.
Um,
That's calm Kenan.
that how it's.
You sound exactly like that. And when you was leaning forward, your head looks huge. Jesus Christ.
What?
You look like Mega Brain from Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the brain. That's actually.
Yeah, they get inside the stomach.
That's actually just the brain. That's actually in a fishbowl.
Yeah. Inside the dude's stomach, he controls it from his gut.
Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm. I am the Shredder. Do you know the voice of the Shredder was James Avery?
It was James Avery. You are correct.
Just trying to see if you knew your trivia, player.
Yeah, James Avery, I think, was also did a voice on like the newer Transformers too.
Really? I didn't know that. I'd have to look that up.
Oh shit!
So what we got going on in the news, man? We want to talk about. There's so many things that transpired within this past week. For one, they caught the SoHo Karen.
They did. They did. They finally caught the SoHo Karen. They came out to LA and they got her. Did you see the interview that she did with King?
Did she get caught after the interview? I think it was after the interview.
It was the same day. Like she did the interview.
She's a feisty bitch. And you know what? Before I said she looked kind of cute, but like when they showed her again, she's like psychotic looking, man.
She didn't have no makeup on and she just
Yeah, and like she clearly has like anger issues.
No, she's just spoiled. She's a spoiled brat.
Like she shushed. She's like, hush, that's enough. Like she like shushed Gayle King, like this multimillionaire celebrity, and she just like shushed her like as if she was somebody. Like shit, that shit was nuts. I didn't watch the interview. Did you watch the interview?
Yeah, Gayle King is cold as shit.
Oh no, she's cold, man. Fuck Gayle King for what she said about Kobe. You know what I mean? But and fuck her for trying to play R. Kelly too.
I mean,
Robert.
She's the coldest. She's the coldest
Robert
journalist I've seen in my life. She keeps her cool.
Yep.
She makes R. Kelly flip out. Like, yeah, man, you're trying to my life. And she's like, Robert.
You're killing me, man.
Robert.
This is my life.
Does Gayle King have any kids? I don't think she has.
22. I don't think you can have kids and be that cold-hearted, man. You know. And then, they theorize that she and Oprah are basically like a lifelong soulmate / couple, lesbian type situation. You know what I'm saying? But they never come out.
Those friends. Like most.
Yeah, but what'd you say?
Like most people.
What, have friends?
Yeah, like they could just be too.
Nah, but it's like a different, like some friends, it's like a little bit too close. Like the intimacy is like they're just touching and hugging.
Friend.
Huh?
Explain. How can you be too close to a friend?
It just, they're both two women. They was never married. They're in their 60s. They're always together.
Oprah
Even
got Stedman.
And you know what I'm saying? He just, you know how like in Hollywood, like dudes that's gay, they have like a beard. I guess that's her bra. That's her bra. You know what I mean? That's to make her.
Bra.
Yeah, that's her bra. But I ain't mad at him.
Who's Gayle dating?
No idea, man. I could fact check that real quick, and I could look that up. And I bet you it's a white dude. Bet you. If my computer works, man. Hold on. We're gonna check that out right now.
Boyfriends.
Yeah. Oh, she got a few, huh?
Oh shit.
Who she got? Let me see.
So
Nah, she didn't date Cory Booker.
So Gayle King dated Cory Booker in 2006.
Really? Don't he seem kind of young for her though?
Look, I don't know. Oh my god.
Cory Booker looks like Jason Kidd.
Oh yeah, he looks like a fat Jason Kidd.
Yeah, he does. So Gayle King is 66. Cory Booker, she doesn't look bad though. She's actually not bad looking.
Isn't Cory Booker in his 40s?
51. It's a 15-year difference. So,
Oh man, she's a cougar.
but still though, like she's clearly like older than dude. But I mean, hey, like my oldest girlfriend was 19 years older than me. So, well,
I mean, I believe she's single at the moment. William
mhm.
Lewis, U.S. West from 1982 to 1993, black man, and Cory Booker.
You know who Cory Booker's dating now?
Yeah, Rosario Dawson.
Man, that's a lucky man. You know what's funny? When I first saw the movie Kids back in like 1994 or 95 when it came out, I always thought she was fine. And I said to myself, if I ever get famous, that's gonna be the one. She's gonna be on my hit list. But she got Corey. I can't compete with Cory Booker. I would have to become a super famous comic to compete with that shit.
Cory Booker's bald and has a fat gut. He's basically you. I don't know.
He's me with the success, right?
Bald, light skin, and has a big gut. I mean, that's Cory Booker is literally not that attractive.
so,
I
so
am.
what you? He's basically you too.
Yeah, I mean, his gut's bigger than mine. I mean, he has your gut. That's why I actually wanted Cory Booker to at least get close to becoming president, because imagine having the first bachelor president.
Yeah,
That was
that would be dope. I thought that being married was a requirement to be president.
I don't think so.
You know what?
I think a lot of people when it comes to their voting block, I think they kind of prefer someone that's married because, like, morally speaking, they don't necessarily want.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
So, I mean, I thought it would be cool. You would have a president that would bring a hot woman to every event.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. That's a hottie. I think Melania Trump was probably one of our most attractive first ladies. But if he got in there, huh?
She was just annoying. Melania Trump.
She was quiet. She played her position though. She stayed quiet. She stayed in the background. She wasn't like Michelle Obama, who basically was the president. She wasn't like her, like always putting her 2 cents in and like giving LeBron dap and shit. You know what I'm saying? And twerking. She carried herself more dignified. But it's funny because she still like did like pornographic spreads back in the day.
I mean, I think Michelle was dignified. I just think,
Yeah.
I think Michelle was dignified. I mean, I do definitely think she did take some spotlight from Barack, but at the same time, I'm not really hand on that, because those are the type of women that I like. Like, there seems to be like a balance of a woman that's like ambitious and stuff, but she doesn't overpower like Barack's position. You know what I mean?
I mean, she's just real vocal. She's her own person,
Sometimes I think people go overboard, and then you're like, "Oh, I don't know why I'm single," and it's like, because you never be quiet, and that's.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like, I think there's a balance. I definitely think that there needs to be a balance, because people want to be heard as well, and I know this is like controversial, but I mean, I think it's important for both people on both sides to be able to talk and to be listened to. So,
yeah, definitely.
I just think what happens sometimes is, you go overboard and say, yeah, she's like, I mean, if Kamala becomes president, which she probably will, I mean, what do you think that administration is going to be like? She's going to, especially if she's married to a white man, they're going to be like, shut the fuck up, whitey.
I mean, it's a weird bag, because like she's Jamaican, she's half Jamaican, but she part Indian, went to a HBCU, has a white husband. She has so many things that appeals to like so many different demographics of people, man. And it's kind of hard to put your finger on it. It's really difficult. The traditional FBA foundational Black American not fucking with her, because she doesn't represent like the traditional Black struggle of somebody born in America with a Black experience. Like I think she was born in America, but she was like raised in Canada, and her father's from Jamaica and her mother's from India. You know what I mean? So she doesn't have that traditional experience, but she appeals to women. Like, if you could take away the race and all that, she still appeals to women. You know what I'm saying? She's fairly attractive, intelligent.
Appeals to women more than Hillary, really. I mean,
yeah, Hillary was like a dude.
Hillary was basically like the one shot that a lot of women felt that they had at the presidency, but then just a lot of people didn't trust Hillary. I mean, and that's kind of the same with Kamala as well, with her record as a DA of San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, you know, I really don't know what people want. I did my duty. I voted.
Yeah.
So I kind of just let it go after I did what I was supposed to do. So.
And I did my duty, and I used baby wipes to make sure that it was nice and clean, and I flushed 2 times.
Make sure you wash your hands after you wipe your butt with your fingers.
You gotta wash your hands, man. You know what? I was using just toilet paper only, without like using anything wet afterwards, almost till I was about 30 years old. I didn't realize that I should have used something moist to clean the rest of that. And I learned that from Indian people, because they always take like a bucket or a cup of water to the bathroom and they rinse their butt with it. But in my ignorance, I thought that's the only thing that they did. I didn't think they wiped it all. I thought that they would just have like a shitty ass. They would pour water down on their butt and they would just leave with the sticky butt cheeks.
Yo, have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah, hold up, and that's why Indians smell the way they smell. Nah, I've heard about it though. How is it?
I used a bidet for the first time in September. Bidets are amazing.
You gotta say no homo when you use it though, every time though.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Clean butt cheeks, just warm water, high pressure water.
That's like a man's tongue.
Cleaning you out.
No, I'm just messing with you. I've never used one, but you know, we try to simulate that when you're in the shower.
Well, yeah, I usually take showers after I take shit because I'm trying to bidet effect. I get in the shower and
that's what I was saying. Like, you don't have to take an entire shower after taking shit though.
No, but I get the butt cheeks in the water just to,
your butt cheeks hits. Oh, well, like when it splashes up.
No, I actually purposely. Why are we talking about this? I actually purposely put my butt cheeks in the shower.
Hold up, you put your butt cheeks in the shower, like you sit on the shower floor?
No.
You hold up, you do a handstand, you spread your ass cheeks as the water hits your butt crack. you be booty popping on the handstand. You be duty popping on the handstand, yo.
No, all I'm saying is get yourself a bidet. Bidet, like when I get my house, every toilet to have a bidet. Bidets are amazing.
You can buy them. They're like attachable. You can attach them to your toilet.
Yeah, because when you use dry toilet paper, you rip up your asshole.
No, you definitely do. You definitely do.
Have you ever like skinned your butthole so bad that you,
all the time?
It hurts. Like you're standing there and your butt cheeks are closed and it's so raw.
It's like, you know how many times I thought I had rectal cancer because it bleeds. Man, it's bad, man. But it's a combination of poor diet and poor toilet paper. You know what I mean? Because I got checked. I got the finger. I recently got that for the first time, and everything was fine. The doctor's like, you're healthy. You're all set.
That's good. I'm happy for you. Eat too many meat, blow your asshole out.
Yeah. It's usually when I go on my kicks where I'm like eating macaroni and cheese and ice cream every day and potato chips every day.
You eat some fruit and drink some tea after that because it liquefies your stuff.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I do every day. I try to. I didn't eat an apple today, but I'm gonna eat one later before I go to bed. But I always eat these apple cider gummies.
Yeah, apple cider gummies.
I take 2 of them. They're really sweet, and they actually enhance your digestion. Makes you pass pretty good.
Yeah, that's why it's important to actually have like a balanced diet because keep your regular, like if you're like killing yourself trying to shit, then you're like doing something wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm down weight though. I mean, I'm losing weight. You know what I mean? Just gradually. Eventually, I'm going to get into my fitness. I think once it starts to warm up a little bit, I'm going to get back outside and start jogging again. Yeah.
Are gyms open in Connecticut?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're still closed here in LA. I don't know if
in LA, man. I don't
know what the plan is.
I know I want to move out there, but it's like, I'm not going to move out there if it's locked down like this. That doesn't make sense to me. You know?
I mean, we don't even know when things are going to open back up. Like, no one has said anything to us about it. Like, I think they're waiting until Biden takes office to figure out what they're going to do, because they haven't said shit.
But even when Biden takes office, didn't he say that he wants to do like 100-day mandatory mask situation?
They're going to start like killing themselves.
It's nuts. I mean, some people are making money, but this is insane. Like, people need the human interaction. People need the reassurance that we can be human beings with each other. You know what I mean? Be around each other. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, a lot of people have been going crazy recently.
Oh yeah.
They actually tried to overthrow the government. You saw your boys overthrowing the government. So your boys from Connecticut
Yeah. They really, really tried to overthrow the government. The government let them right in. It was videos of like cops saying, "Come this way," and like opening doors for people. That was an inside job like a motherfucker, man.
I feel for the lone black police officer that tried to stop them.
Yeah, he had this. What did he have? Like, he had like a. It wasn't even a baton. Did he have like a pen? He had like a pen in his hand. He was like,
But he had that look on his face where he was like, "Yo, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit."
and then who was behind him filming?
Probably another cop. It's weird because it's like they were taking selfies and stuff with the cops, and it's like if you're not protecting the Capitol, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the cops, like somebody in a high position told the cops to stand down. No there was no resistance. I was watching Young Pharaoh the other day, and like 2 weeks ago, some cops let in some protesters into the Capitol building, and another not a cop, but a senator let them in, and all of a sudden it was so many cops with big ass hats that came and was put get out, like dozens of cops. There was no type of resistance this time. So that tells me somebody at the top told them, just like during the summertime with all the protesting and stuff like that, how there was little resistance and people were allowed to do whatever they wanted to and then trashed a whole bunch of cities. The same shit happened down in the office in Washington. But this time it was conservatives as opposed to liberals. But it was the same shit.
Well, I mean, the motivations. I mean, the motivations are somewhat different. I mean, one is about even though I don't necessarily believe all of the rhetoric, but it's about people being killed unjustly by the cops. But at the
Yeah.
same time, this is I want to say that this is actually like a support of white supremacy. Like people like without people, a lot of people don't even like realize it, right? And I don't know. It's just one of those things where you see people that talk about like racism and how we can't stop racism, but then at the same time, people are willing to die to like get what they want. Like people,
Yeah.
you know,
As you should be though.
yeah.
That's how the country was established.
Well,
Like, if people had a laissez-faire attitude with establishing America, America wouldn't be what it is though. That's just how it is, man. And over the summer, like the protests were about injustices towards black folks. But from a conservative perspective, they stormed Washington because they wanted on computer. They stormed Washington because they felt like the election was taken away from them.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you feel like if you're being objective and you look at it from that perspective, that's why they claim they were doing it. Now they do say, like, the people that were trashing stuff inside of the offices, they said those weren't conservatives. Those were some Antifa or whoever that were actually doing that to make shit look worse than what it actually is. I don't know.
They're white. They literally all look.
That's what I'm saying. They all blend in.
They're trying to be like, oh no, we're different. No, you're all white.
You're all white. You all look the freaking same, man.
So
That's why. Yeah.
don't come with me with that shit.
And put it this way: how many of those people, like, that were protesting at the in D.C. How many were cops? But they just don't have a uniform on. You don't know. There's no way of you knowing that shit.
It's definitely going to be a time of reckoning. It's going to be a time of reckoning because a lot of people, they're getting like put on no, they're getting arrested. And I mean, it was interesting because like Trump had that video and did you see the video? Trump was like,
yeah.
Go home and be safe, even though you're right, even though you're doing exactly what I told you to do, but please go home and we'll fight another day. And like Trump was like, he's not even hiding. He's just like, yes.
Yeah. He's getting pathetic. It's pathetic at this point, man. if he's gonna stand in your square, because he's the one that kind of incited it. I forget where I heard it from, but I heard him say, "Come June 6th, go down there and raise hell." Like he said that shit, but I guess in his defense, he'll probably be like, "Excuse me, oh, I just meant as far as like protesting and exercising our First Amendment right." But you know for a fact, you got all these like racist motherfuckers that support him, that are going to use that as gravitas to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
But he also, when it came to the Black Lives Matter protest, he was like, "Yeah, we need to like get these animals under control, and we need
Right.
and like National Guards to go." But now he's like, "Go home, guys. I know it's like you're upset and stuff, but."
I will say though, the leftists did way more damage when it come to like fucking up cities. The White House, all they did was like steal 2 laptops and mess up some papers. There was no fire, no Molotov.
No, they had grenades and shit.
They did, but it didn't.
And like C4 and shit.
Even when I hear that, who's to say that somebody just said they had grenades or they planted it just to make it seem way more dangerous than what it was? Like, I just don't trust the media, man. I really don't trust it, yo.
That's you don't have to trust the media or not, but the protest on the Capitol was to support white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter protest was not. So
yeah, definitely. But
it's that I think liberals are a bunch of pussies. That's the reason. Like we need liberals with
no, I think conservatives was pussies because they should have did worse if they was really about that shit.
If they were about that life, they're like, we're going to the White House.
And it's weird because you got like the one random lady, rest in peace, whatever her name is, Abbott, or I can't remember her name. She got shot, like she was trying to climb through, and she got shot in the neck. I think 5 people died. People died on both sides. They claim this is civil war because people on both sides got killed. You know what I'm saying? But want to know my theory?
What?
They don't want Trump back in office. Obviously, they don't even want him to have a chance to run again. So if he's impeached for a second time, and if it goes through, he can never run again. That's one thing. So how do they make this happen? Well, they know that Trump says come down and protest January 6th. There's nothing wrong with telling your people to protest. That's legal. You understand what I'm saying? So you got your people going to protest, and then you got these insurrectors who are pretending like they're part of your group to make the protest worse than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now it looks like he incited a riot, which gives them the justification to impeach him, so he can never be in office again. That's what I think. And then like the powers that be, come on, man, really? Anybody could just walk up into the White House? All those important people that control our government, you mean to tell me all these, they could just walk right in the doors and know where specific rooms were inside of the Congress, that some Congress members didn't even know. It was like, somebody had to tell them specifically, this is where her office is. This is where this person's office is. It was all set up and orchestrated. It's like they knew this was going to happen. The DNC, this is my theory. The DNC probably said, you know what? Just let them do their thing. We're gonna put some motherfuckers in here, make this shit worse than this. It's gonna look like Trump incited this riot. We can get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like for good. Like,
if that's the case, they succeeded.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just like they succeeded in allegedly stealing the election. And as far as that, man, it's politics. Shit is grimy, man. There is no fairness in this game, man. It's all about your constituents. Whoever got the most money controls this shit as far as how they want it to be. Trump's a billionaire, allegedly, but he doesn't have enough money to control his fate as far as what's going on, man.
They have more money than Trump.
What was that? Yeah.
I think there's people in the government that have more money than Trump. So
or there's people in the government that have ties to the DNC that have more money than Trump. The biggest one, Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates, the 3rd richest person on earth, the main person behind the vaccines of COVID, the main spokesperson. You know what I mean? Like, that's just one.
It's kind of like the movie The Purge, how you go and it's like you go and you see that it's the rich getting together and playing the poor against each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because that's what keeps you rich, man. If everybody understood, I think, their value as humans and what they were actually truly worth, then a lot more people would have to work because a lot more people would be pulling their own weight. A rich person ain't gonna want that. Oh, cut my grass, pick these oranges, fuck, dig this ditch off. Oh hell no. Listen, you white person are better than these black people, so you can fight, and I'll give you $2. That's what that is, man.
I want some oranges. Get my body some vitamin C.
Yeah, man. I'm trying. Yeah. Because you look like you just found out you had AIDS.
No, I look like I just found the sweater.
That's a nice sweater though, man. What's that? Old Navy?
I don't know. It's time to go to H&M and buy some and look for some brand new.
It's some real shit. I'm not even really trying to go shopping until I get this gut down a little bit more. I'm not buying no clothes till I weigh 230.
I used to have one of those tailored shirts, and it goes to my chest, but like where my stomach is, I can't close it. Even though I used to wear the shirt all the time, so I was like, man, I used to be thin as shit.
Yeah, man. I almost, like in 2013, I was this close to being able to wear a medium-sized jacket. I was so close to a medium, and then I just started drinking again, and it's funny because I haven't drinking in 17 months, but like I'm older and my metabolism is slower, so and I don't work out as much, so it's like I'm still moving in a slow direction, man. Like this shit sucks, but we got to get handsome, we got to get sexy for these ladies, man.
Yeah, we gotta get handsome. We need to get ourselves get our Michael B. Jordan on. Know what I'm saying?
Yo, you don't want Hollywood to say no because you got a pot belly.
Because you ugly. But wait, I'm a writer. All our writers gotta be sexy.
Yo, what if that was the case? What if that something in Hollywood changed and like you had to be attractive as a writer?
Yeah, it's like we ain't in the business of hiring ugly motherfuckers.
No, you gotta be handsome while you typing, man.
Typing, son. Yeah. No glasses.
That's hilarious. Okay. So, are you concerned about what's going to happen on the 21st? You think anything worse is going to happen, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even like to think that far ahead. My phone lost all of its information. That shit's like I'm trying to pretend like it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me a lot.
Maybe on the 21st I'll begin some pussy or something. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Something. I got some buns over the weekend. I mean, yeah, I got some buns. It's the same chick I've been talking to on and on. We're messing around with for at least 23 years.
Wow.
I've been a side nigga for 23 years, man.
Why a side dude? That stinks.
Because it was always bad timing. Like
it was always
like I met her when I was like 12 or 13, and she was like 14 and 15. And
back then?
Say what?
You were a side dude back then?
No, I had a crush on her. And years later, she told me she had a crush on me. She was just a couple years older, and she had this older boyfriend. And I used to always go by her work or whatever. And we used to go to the library and draw comics and shit. So she would always come to the table and she would always talk to me and be nice to me and stuff. And then once I started going to college, it turns out she was going to the same college as I was. And we got to talking and we started kissing and stuff. But she like always had a boyfriend. And then I went and see her a couple of years, and then she had a kid and she was married. You know what I mean? So it was just one of those things like, you know, like a chick gets pregnant, she gets married, but they don't get married out of love. They get married because of the children, you know, just for the sake of the kid. And that's pretty much been the situation. I think if I was doing better in life, she probably would be with me right now because she needs somebody to replace the situation that she's in. Like somebody fully taking care of her, which I don't mind. I don't mind that, but I'm not in a position to do that. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, you gotta get your P's and Q's together, my friend.
But see, ain't that disheartening though? Because like, you can have all the money in the world, you can have a chick, and she could be like the mother to your kids, and you could be paying all her bills, and she'll still want dick on the side.
It just goes to money ain't everything.
To her credit, she said she claims they're not intimate. But I know of other people in that situation, like they got a dude straight taking care of them, allowance or whatever, and they still not satisfied. And they still doing they thing on the side.
The dude's spending all this time getting money that his sex drive is down. So she's like, oh no.
Yeah. Got to take care of that too, or give her that hall pass. When I'm out of town, listen. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll pay for the prostitute. I'll pay for some big beefy dude to beast your cheeks.
I don't think women are into prostitutes. I think women will pick who they want.
If listen, you got a girlfriend, you pick this buff Mr. Marcus and his prime looking nigga, and you be like, baby, listen, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. I paid for this 12-inch Mandingo nigga to smash. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure he ain't there when I get back. You controlling that whole situation.
But you're never gonna be able to control that situation. That's not how that works.
Or at least give it the perception of it.
Yeah, because even if you got her somebody, she's gonna still like pick who she wants.
I know.
Behind your back. Women are very good at
if a woman don't
being.
If she doesn't want to be satisfied, she's not gonna be. Keith Roberts got this funny ass joke. He was like, he said, Halle Berry is the sexiest woman alive. Halle Berry gets cheated on like she's Whoopi Goldberg. It's
That's fucked up.
It is messed up, man. But even though that was a reverse, that analogy didn't make sense to what I was talking about. I just wanted to talk about Keith Robinson. But what I mean to say is, some people you can't please them. You can have Halle Berry and the dude still not pleased. A woman could have Tyson Beckford and still not be pleased. You know?
It depends on what the dude is putting into the relationship.
Bruh, Kanye West just hit $3 billion.
But again, you're looking at it the wrong way. The Kardashians also have $1 billion. She don't give a fuck about Kanye's billion. Kanye got $1 billion after Kim got $1 billion. I think every Kardashian girl has $1 billion each,
or close to it. Yeah.
So Kim don't give no fucks about Kanye having it's not about the money. It's really why do you think like rich? How many rich women are like fucking with like dudes from Big Lots?
Yeah.
Like you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
A dude, she picks up like a dude, or she's fucking like the valet or the guy that pumps her gas or something like that.
But isn't it, don't you find that kind of depressing though? Especially like if you're moving towards success, like especially if like your parents are married, so you probably have the idea, and you're ex-Jehovah's Witness, so you probably have the idea of marriage in your mind. But when you see how superficial people are, how things are, isn't that kind of like disheartening? And it's like when you come, no, go ahead.
No, because I like at the end of the day, it's a whole different mindset. I don't think it's necessarily like the superficialness. I don't necessarily. Women are not wired the same way that men are.
Yeah.
I think as long as the first thing, it's like what we were talking about before. The first thing is dudes need to really learn how to please their women sexually. And then once they can't do that, then unfortunately you're going to have to let it go. I mean, there's only certain circumstances where women remain faithful when they're not being satisfied sexually. Like you see that in some conservative women. You see that, and women are upset. That's why you have a lot of Karens, because they're not getting their backs blown out. And
you see that in the entire Indian and Pakistani race. Like those dudes do not listen. I watch their porn. They stroke. The stroke game is not. Their penises ain't that big, and the stroke game is not that good.
And they have their women on lock. Like most of their women don't even be.
Bro.
Most of them don't even be going outside their race.
No, and the women are fine as shit. Like beautiful, long, thick hair, shapely, dark-skinned women. Bad and completely submissive.
It's that religious. That religion.
No, I'm like, they like Puerto Rican chicks was like my favorite flavor for a while. I like all kinds of women, but I've been really, really, really wanting an Indian woman. The only Indian woman I ever slept with, the closest I had one guy in each chick, which basically is Indian, but it's Caribbean Indian. And then she wound up dying 2 years ago from a coke overdose.
Okay.
So that's one. And then like the other like actual Indian chick I had was a butch lesbian that wore khakis and flannel shirts with lug boots, and she looked like a brown skinned Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks, looked just like her. That's all I had, man. You know what I mean? I got to step my game up, man.
Yeah.
And I asked this Indian chick, I'm like, yo, how come we don't ever really see like Indian women with black men? Like rarely ever. She said you do, but if they date a black man, he has to be like super successful. Like he has to be like an engineer or a brain surgeon or like starting point guard for the Utah Jazz or some shit.
Yeah.
She can't, but she'll date a regular white guy though. She'll date a white guy that makes $60K a year. But if you black, you got to be a god. Like the standards are so much higher. Like, you know, they require and expect so much more from niggas than other people. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's just the way that we are portrayed in the
Yeah.
People think that like being out here in California, I've talked to different women that are Hispanic and Indian stuff. And just like the things I've heard people say, like about Africans and about like African Americans, basically they have negative viewpoints of black people, and it could be like culturally, maybe their parents are like, "Oh no, we don't want you marrying like a black dude or like whatever," right? But also, a lot of those cultures kind of stay more into, you know, like stick with your own kind so that we can continue people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the model it works for them. It works. They're very successful. They're very driven. I mean, what they lack in like swag and personality, they make up for the fact that they're doctors, they're engineers, they're like shaping the world. You know what I mean? So,
well, all I know is that this year I'm trying to experience it all.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, man. Definitely.
We'll see what happens. See what happens, everybody. So, I thank you so much, everybody, for checking out this episode of The Light Skin Perspective.
Yeah, Kenan's dying over here. He's trying to hold on, man. He gave us an hour.
I'm trying to hold on. Next week I'm going to be on fire because
that's all good. We covered our bases.
So Mo, tell the people where to find you.
And you can find me at Comedian Mo Green. It's Comedian Mo Green on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well.
And you can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Kenan J Floyd, Kenan J to the FIOYD as in pink. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm making this episode sound like an NPR show. NPR is All Things Considered. Thank you for joining NPR All Things Considered.
Yeah. Your energy was low, but it's all good. You know what? I gave you props because there's been times where I was tired and I was like, "Fuck it, I don't feel like doing this." But you, even though you was tired, you still pushed through, man. So I give you that. I'll give you that.
Today, a bunch of ratchet ass white people burned down the Capitol. Let's go to the field to our correspondent Mo Green to tell us what is happening on the ground in Washington, D.C.
Oh yes, we see a whole bunch of crackers. They're running towards the front door, and what's this? There's a police officer opening the door, taking selfies, and telling them to come on in. Yes, that's what they're doing. Oh, this white woman walked in. She got shot in the neck. Holy shit. All because she was trying to get her stimulus check.
Here at NPR, we would like to pour one out for the homies. Thank you for joining us. All Things Considered. Please make sure that you donate to our local your local.
My green screen just fell. That's hilarious.
NPR. Negroes, please stay. Thank you very much.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace.
Checking us out. Have a good night.
Yeah.
How can I show you that I wanna hold you to the end of the world I would go to just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Babe, let's make a date. Be at your doorstep 8:30. Wear the dress that caress your waist. Matching necklace, it has me breathless. City steam for some comedy. Spin to the rust for some poetry. Hip tie same for the martinis. There's so much to do with my boo and the beat. Black eyes out, we can buy the jazz. Drinks on me, don't bring no cash. You don't have to ask, you deserve, it's all for you. You are worth, how much worth? Let me describe your diamond raindrops from the sky in my